Hello and welcome back to another episode of Freshly Squeezed. I'm Kelsey, your host and cosmic coach. As always, my intention is that you utilize this podcast as your personal spiritual appointment to help keep you organized and set yourself up for success at the beginning of each month. In this episode, we will be going over the astrology of February 2025 and closing with a collective tarot reading to reflect on as the month unfolds. Thank you for being here. I'm so excited to share with you. I have a juicy announcement for the month of February. I'm launching a free workshop series called Dating with the Stars. Every Friday in February, I'll be hosting a free workshop at 7 p.m. Central Time live on Zoom. If you've ever been curious about the Astrology of Love, then this is the workshop series for you. Subscribe to Zodiac Juice Astrology for free on Substack so you won't miss out on the Zoom links that are sent every Friday in February. Don't worry about being on camera during the class. I plan to take about an hour to discuss the material for the workshop and then open the floor to allow for questions that you can either type through the chat or come on camera. It's whatever you feel comfortable with, and there's no obligation to talk or get on camera at all. So don't let that keep you from coming. I would love to have you there. It's going to be a lot of fun. I am a Libra and I am a romantic, and I love and I love Valentine's Day and celebrating that Pisces transcendent compassion and love that we all share. I am super excited to share the materials that I've prepared for the series. So whether you're single and looking for love, or you've been in a relationship and you want to understand the relationship deeper, this is the perfect workshop for you. And let your single friends know as well, because I really think this is going to benefit people who are currently in the dating scene and going through what can be a pretty painful or frustrating process when you're dating. So I am excited to share with you. I can't wait to see you there every Friday in February. I'm calling it February Fridays so that you won't forget. Subscribe on Substack so that you'll get the Zoom link sent to you directly every Friday. Bring a comforting tea, curl up in a blanket, maybe listen with friends or watch with friends. Make sure to bring a notebook and make sure to calculate your chart beforehand on astro.com. You can put in your birth information and pull up a chart for free. You're going to want to know your moon sign for the first class. February 7th is going to be all about moon care. Because we can't find a loving relationship until we find a loving relationship with ourselves first. And that's going to be what the first class is about, is dating yourself and getting in tune with your emotional landscape. So I hope to see you there. And the second Friday of the month is Valentine's Day, and I hope you'll join me to learn all about your Venus sign. Venus is the planet of values, aesthetic, relationships, and money. This is a great day to celebrate Venus and learn about your love language. The third Friday in February is where things will start to get really juicy. This workshop will be all about how opposites attract and the 7th house of marriage in the astrology chart. If you want to learn all about your ideal partnership for love, definitely come to that workshop on Friday, February 21st. The final Friday in February is the last day in the month of February. Close out the month and close out my Dating with the Stars series with the final workshop all about synastry and composite charts. This is all about comparing and analyzing and decoding the relationship and understanding your relationship deeper between you and another person. Get the birth time of your crush, get the birth time of your husband, and let's figure it out. I'll be doing free live mini readings to demonstrate the class materials at the end of each workshop, so stick around to the end and bring your birth time to get a free mini reading from yours truly. Okay, let's get into the astrology. We begin the month of February with a new moon in Aquarius building and the planet Uranus recently stationing direct. On February 1st, Venus will join Neptune and the North Node in Pisces, pulling our destiny and our dreams and our visions into reality in our relationships. The first week of February will definitely feel magical. On February 4th, the planet Jupiter will station direct in the sign of Gemini, growing and expanding our luck with networking and communication. With both Uranus and Jupiter stationing direct, we'll begin to shake off the dust and stretch out from our long hibernation to start getting things moving. January was a tough month, but with Uranus and Jupiter stationed direct, February will feel like the light is returning, like we're finding our way out of the tunnel that we've been stuck in. So hang in there, we're getting closer to spring. The planet Venus will move into the sign of Aries on February 4th. Venus in Aries is a spicy place for Venus to be, so don't be surprised if you're feeling a little hot-blooded when it comes to love. Mercury will join the Sun in Aquarius on February 9th, creating an aspect known as a Mercury cazimi. I highly recommend spending time in meditation on this day to receive insight and mental clarity. Mercury will move into the sign of Pisces on February 14th. Mercury in Pisces will invite us to communicate our feelings and connect compassionately. Expect things to start shaking up mid-month around February 11th when the Sun in Aquarius makes a 90-degree aspect known as a square to the planet Uranus in the sign of Taurus. We will have a dramatic full moon in Leo right before Valentine's Day on February 12th and a magical new moon on February 27th in the sign of Pisces. Pisces season will begin when the Sun moves into Pisces on February 18th. The end of the month will provide a huge sigh of relief when Mars finally stations direct in the sign of Cancer. With our new fortified emotional strength that we've earned during this Mars retrograde, we're really going to be able to step into our authority and our shine and own our roar and strut our stuff. Oh my goodness, are we ready for this, for Mars to get moving again? Everyone I know is ready to get going again. Mars retrograde is the toughest planetary retrograde that we endure as a collective. Each of the inner planets, that's Venus, Mercury, and Mars, each of these planets will go retrograde on their own cycles. Mars happens every 2 years, so it's not as frequent, but it's a bigger deal when it happens. It's a bigger pain in the butt is what it is. And we have an up and coming Venus retrograde that will be happening next month. So, start mentally preparing. The retrogrades never stop. The planets never stop planeting. You just need to, just like the waves never stop coming. It's just learning to read the waves will keep you from drowning. And that's what we're here to do. Spiritual surfers. We're here because we want to get better at the game of life. We want to be better at taking care of our spiritual experience throughout these cycles. So join me in romanticizing the entire month of February by celebrating Venus's favorite day, Friday, all month long. Okay, it's time to close this episode with a collective tarot reading to reflect on and embody as the month unfolds. I'd like to invite you to clear your energy with me by taking 3 big, deep inhales and 3 slow, long exhales. Ready? Take a deep breath in. Hold it. And release. Try to slow the breath as long as you can on the exhale. Breathe in. Last breath in, make it your deepest breath yet. Empty your lungs, empty your energy. Let's get centered and tap into the intuitive side of our brain, the intuitive side of our body. I'm going to pull a card as our medicine for the month ahead. Okay, I've shuffled my deck. What is the medicine that we need as a collective? The people listening to this reading, wherever you are in time and space, what is the message that we need to hear right now in this moment? Are you kidding? Oh my God. Okay. The tarot always plays little dirty tricks like this. I pulled the exact same card as I pulled for January. Reversed the exact same way that I pulled the card the first time. I shit you not. We've got the same exact 4 of Cups in reverse, pouting, upset, lonely, depressed, stuck, slumped, grouchy. Did I say pouty? Oh my God. This has been such the vibe too. Wow. Was not expecting that. Retrograde is not messing around. I've actually been saying that the astrology of January and February are very similar. Like, we're not really launching or growing or turning the page exactly to the new thing until we get to March. Spring is when we're going to really feel the momentum, but I'm trying to be positive about the planets that are stationing direct and starting to, dust off the cobwebs in February. We're dusting the cobwebs off, and then we're really going to start rolling in March, especially with the eclipses. But getting the exact same tarot card in the exact same position of reversed, which to me is an internal job, is saying the foundations for the number 4 and the suit of cups. Okay, the number 4 is foundations. The suit of cups is our emotional, psychic, intuitive, compassionate, creative part of our life, and we are deeply exploring and refortifying the foundations, the emotional foundations of our chart. We are really being asked to root down and be strong in our roots and water our roots and remind ourselves of gratitude and miracles. Pisces season is the season of miracles. So look up and fantasize and see that magic that's right in front of you. I challenge you to find the good things in every dreary day, especially through this month of February. Find the love, find the pockets of sunshine. Consciously uncross your arms and unfurrow your brow, and consciously get the panties out of a bunch. Because dear God, are we mopey right now? This winter's been so tough. I mean, every client that I've met with through January and moving into February, it's like the themes are stagnancy, frustration. Gosh dang, Mars retrograde. I cannot wait for February 23rd when this planet moves direct. It is the engine of the chart. When the engine is down, we're not going nowhere. So if you're like me and you're ready to get moving, unfortunately, the fastest way to get somewhere is to slow down. Hear this message, especially if you were here with me in January. We're getting a double down message, as I like to say, where the universe is smacking us in the face with this card like, hey, are you listening? I know you heard me, but are you actually listening? I know you know you're tired, but do you know that you, as an autonomous person, can choose to give yourself rest? Did you know that you're in charge of you? Hello? Yeah, so take care of yourself, my friends. Take care of that inner emotional, moody little mess that you are, that we are. I'm right there with you. And build this house of love inside of you. Build this house of love. Water your internal garden. I promise you, it will pay off. Thank you for listening to another episode of Freshly Squeezed. I hope you found it refreshing, comforting, and insightful. Check back for a new Freshly Squeezed episode released every first of the month. And join my free workshop series, Dating with the Stars, when you subscribe on Substack for free this February. If you find this podcast useful, please let me know by liking or rating the show with 5 stars. I would be so appreciative for your feedback and your referral for others to find the show. Thank you for listening. I hope wherever you are, you're having a magical time.